What's up everyone, Coach Pippin from Pippin Performance, and welcome to the Fit Project, your weekly workouts designed to help you be strong, be mobile. As always, be sure to subscribe to our channel below to get the latest workouts as they're posted. Today's workout is all about getting our core on. Everything starts and ends at being able to utilize your core. From simple daily chores to workouts, you must have this ready to go. This is a great workout to do a couple times a week or as a general warm-up if you're an advanced lifter. Today's workout includes walkouts on knees, quadruped lumbar cars, level 2 bridges, seated hip flexion, side plank, crossovers, and the hollowed out rollover. Alright guys, let's have some fun. So the first thing we're going to do is our walkouts on knees. So if you've ever used one of those ab rollers, this is kind of like another variation on that. So we're going to start with a straight line between our knees and our face. We can't have this position, we got to be here, so we're going to tuck our butt. We're going to brace those abs. So once we're in this position, we're going to slowly walk out our hands, 5 steps. The more advanced you are, the further you can go out. If you're just kind of learning this, just take it kind of easy and just go a couple inches at a time. So squeeze your glutes, brace your abs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Make sure everything's locked in. What we don't want to do is let our hips sag like that. So brace, and then walk back to the starting position. And that's 1. Let's get 4 more. Reach. Make sure we're hollowed out, nice and engaged, and walk it back. All right, let's get number 3. Keep checking in with your abs and your glutes. Make sure everything's locked in. And 4. Keep breathing. All right, get nice and checked in for this last one. And slowly return to the starting position. All right, next up guys, we're gonna do the quadruped lumbar car. So this is gonna look very, very similar to a cat-cow. We wanna make sure our upper back is not moving. It's all gonna be about the lumbar area. So let's get into that quadruped position. We wanna pull those shoulder blades together because we don't want to let that move. We want it all to come from our lumbar and our pelvis. So we're going to slowly pull our pelvis underneath, and then we're going to slowly go the other direction. Notice how my upper back is not moving. We're just going to go 5 each way. So this is 2, 2, 3, 3. This takes a little time to kind of get used to. It feels like you're not really doing all that much, and that's the point. We're trying to keep it all isolated in that lower back. We got 2 more each direction. Tuck, then untuck. Pull those shoulder blades down and back for this last one. Make sure they're not moving. Tuck, and extend that lower back, feeling that stretch kind of running through. And relax. All right, next up guys is our level 2 bridges. So there's 2 variations with this. The more advanced you are, the straighter your legs are going to be. If you're just kind of learning this position, you want to start kind of with a slight bend in them. Take your fingers, and as best you can, you want them pointed toward your feet. If your shoulders aren't that mobile, you can turn your fingers out just a little bit to the sides. But we're just going to get 10 reps here. So pull those shoulder blades down and back. Make sure the toes are straight up. And we're going to initiate by driving our heels into the ground and getting our hips off the ground. Come back down slow. Make sure everything's locked in. And let's get 8 more. All right guys, we're halfway there. Do a little check-in. Make sure the shoulders are down and back. Abs are engaged. And 4. 3 left. 2 more. And last one, really drive those heels, squeeze those glutes at the top. Make sure the shoulders are down and back. And down smooth. All right, now we're gonna go through all that one more time. So once again, get back on the knees. We're going to do the walkouts. Tuck the glutes. Abs are engaged. Pick the feet up, cross them up. Make sure we're locked in. 1. Get that 5th. And take it back in nice and smooth. That's 1. Let's get 4 more. 3 more. do a check-in, squeeze those glutes, abs engaged. And last one, keep everything locked in. Maybe get a little bit further and take it back in. All right, next up is that quad ped lumbar car. So get on all fours, pull those shoulder blades down and back. We're only gonna move from the pelvis. So tuck it under and untuck. That's one, let's get 4 more. Tuck, untuck, get 3, tuck, untuck, 2 more, tuck, untuck, and last one, checking those shoulder blades real quick, tuck, and extend that spine. Excellent. All right, flip back on your butt. Let's get those level 2 bridges. That first round was pretty easy. Try to straighten your legs a little bit more. And try to get your feet a little closer together as well. So we're gonna go for 10 again. Shoulder blades down and back. Heads in neutral. Initiate by driving through the heels, and let's get 10. That's 5, we're halfway home. Let's do a quick little check-in. Shoulder blades down and back. Last 2. And last one, make it all the way up, squeeze the glutes, shoulder blades down, and back down to the bottom. All right, next thing we're gonna do is seated hip flexors. So we're gonna work on trying to strengthen the front of this hip flexor. So most people have tight hip flexors, but they also have very weak hip flexors. So we're gonna start out by getting nice and tall. The more flexible you are, the more forward you can get. You're just kind of starting out, just lean back a little bit, make sure your shoulders are nice and protected. We're gonna start by lifting the right leg 5 times, nice and slow. What we don't wanna have happen is a whole lot of this going on. So wherever you start, try to just keep your torso still. So start by bracing the abs a little bit, shoulder blades down, head over neutral, point that right toe. And we're just gonna slowly try to pick it up as high as we can, and then down smooth. This looks very easy, it is not. Just go to where you feel safe, as high as you can go comfortably, and back down. Let's get 3 more. And down, 2. And down, 1 more. Get a good hold. And down nice and smooth. Now let's go to the left. Screw in, get nice and tall. Point the left toe. And lift. Down smooth. You notice that my left leg gets a little bit higher than my right. That's totally fine. Everybody's going to have a difference in between their legs. And down, 2 more. Down. And last one, get as high as you can, get a good hold. And down nice and smooth. All right, next thing we're going to do is a side plank. So there's 2 variations. I'll do the easy one in the first round, the little bit harder one in the second round. So if you're just learning side planks, you're going to want to start on your knees. And most people have their elbow really far out here. We want to get this thing in here, closer is better. The further you are out, the more tissue damage you're going to put on your shoulder. So we're going to pull that elbow in, and we're just going to lift our hips up. So from this position, we're just going to hold for about 20 seconds. You want to keep thinking about pulling that elbow inward, and that's going to turn all this on. We don't want our hips to sag, have a nice straight line. You can put your left hand here, you can go up here, whatever you want to do. Just try to make sure everything's in a nice straight line. Nice and easy breathing. Keep pulling that elbow in. Let's get about 5 more seconds here. You should feel this all nice in here. Keep the butt engaged, head neutral, and nice and smooth. Come on down. Let's spin around, let's get on the left. Make sure everything's nice and straight. Elbow's a little bit tighter than what you think it should be. Lift the hips. Glutes engaged, heads in neutral. And keep thinking about dragging that left elbow in. Let's hold for 20. Keep breathing, keep dragging that elbow, glutes engaged, heads in neutral. Let's get up for 5, 4, 3, 2, relax. All right, this next exercise is called the crossover. Most people probably haven't seen a variation of this exercise. So we're gonna get in the quadruped hip position. We're gonna extend our left leg. So the goal here is to let our leg come around as far as we can, but we don't wanna move a whole lot of stuff. So we get nice and engaged, we drag those hands in, abs are locked, left leg comes up, and we're just gonna reach over. And then we're gonna pick up and come back to neutral, touch down, lift up, reach over, back up, and down. We're gonna get 8 more on this leg for 10 total. Lift up, reach over, and down. Try not to let too much of your hips move. We're just moving only that left leg. Let's get 5 more. 4. Get nice and engaged again. 3 left. 2. And last one, up. Reach, reach, reach. Lift up and back to neutral. All right, let's switch sides. Let's get on the right. Once again, we get locked in with those shoulders, abs engaged, drag the hands, extend the right leg, lift up, reach, back, and down. Let's get 9 more. All right, we're halfway home. Do a quick little check-in. Keep screwing those shoulders in. Keep that whole body still. 2 left. Last one. And relax. All right, last but not least, we got the hollowed out roll. So we're only going to roll about halfway over, come back, go the other way, and come back. Hollow out rolling is all about keeping that connection between your feet all the way to your face. So we're going to get into the hollowed out position. Arms here, legs here. And we're going to pull our head off the ground so we have a nice kind of hollowed out posture in this position. So we're going to go 3 rolls to the left, 3 rolls to the right. So brace. You're just going to roll a little bit. And then come back in, other way, and back in. 2 more each side. This is way harder than it looks. Make sure everything just stays nice and engaged. 1 more each way. And back to neutral, hold that final position, and take it on down. All right guys, we're gonna go through all that again. Let's get back in that seated hip flexion. So we're going to start with the left leg, arms behind, point the left toe, good posture. We're going to go for 5. Okay, let's get 2 more, double check the shoulders. And last one. And down, let's go to the right, point the right toe, posture locked in. 3 more. 2 more. Last one, get all the way up there, own that position, and down nice and smooth. All right, now we're gonna get the slightly harder version of the side plank. So I'm gonna be on my feet and my elbow instead of on my knees. That first round was a little difficult, just stay there, but if you're ready to progress, this is the next level. So we're gonna stack our feet on top of each other. Once again, pull that elbow a little bit closer in than what you think. And now we're going to elevate the hips. You can go arm up, go arm here, whatever you want to do. And we're just going to keep thinking about dragging that left over, and we're going to hold for 20 seconds. Keep breathing, keep dragging, keep those hips side, don't let them sag. Glutes engaged, neck in neutral. We got 10 more seconds. If you keep your plank active by pulling that elbow, there's no reason you'd ever have to hold this for more than 20 or 30 seconds. If you can sit here in a plank all day, you're probably not doing it correctly. And relax and switch sides. Stack your feet on top of each other. Elbow under more than what you think. Elevate, and let's hold for 20. Keep pulling, keep checking in there. Head neutral, glutes engaged. Keep pulling, being active, feeling that position. Let's get 8, 6, 5, 4. Keep squeezing in. 3, 2, and relax. All right, we're gonna get back into that crossover position. So we're gonna start with the right leg. So extend the right leg. Hold the hands toward the abs. Nice and engaged. Pick up. Reach over. Lift up. And back to neutral and down. Let's get 9 more of those. Up. The hardest part about this exercise is just trying to make sure nothing else moves. All right, we're halfway. Do a little check-in. Keep pulling those hands toward your knees. Keep the abs engaged. 4 more. 3. 2. 1 more. And nice and slow, return back to neutral. All right, let's get on that left leg. Extend it. Check in the abs, elevate, cross over, and back. 9 more. All right, we're halfway. Do a little check-in, keep dragging those hands. More left. These last 2. And relax. All right, we're going to get into our last exercise, the hollowed out roll. Once again, we're going to do 3 to the right and 3 to the left. Let's take that hollowed out position. Chin tucked, head off the ground, legs straight, arms engaged, and we're going to roll to the right. And back to the left. Back to the right. Last one each way. Own that whole position. And come on down and relax. And that's it for today's workout, guys. Keep practicing, and you'll start to feel a better connection throughout your entire core. Thanks for joining us, and until next time, remember, be strong, be mobile.